Okay. Here we are again. We're down on Moody Street this time, and now we're over at Balani with David Becker. He's the owner of the restaurant, and I'm blown away the way this looks. But first of all, before we get into Moody Street, how has things been impacted with your business during the pandemic?
Oh, I mean, the pandemic was pretty, pretty terrible. It's like where you just go from being like you show up for work and you worry about making the food taste good and the usual good service, and then before you know it, you're like shut down, and you go home and all you're worried about is actually like, bringing a disease home to your family. It's just kind of definitely puts a damper on things, to say the least. But I feel like the more time that went by, everybody was embracing takeout and kind of developing a routine, and the staff embraced it too. And it was like just trying to figure out which dishes travel well, and we have a whole array of dishes that actually like seem to travel really well. So if they're in a bag in your car and you get home and don't even finish it, and they're actually like even better tomorrow, that's the goal. It took us a little dialing it in, but that was like a chicken parm. It's like almost improves with a little time, and the rosemary chicken and some of the pastas. It's like the best way to describe it is like, if you shoot for having like al dente pasta, it's like the only thing that's better than having it be al dente is like overcooked in its own sauce, almost like a casserole, and that's what you get a lot of the time with takeout. And so you have to be careful with the dishes, but and just like make a safe workplace for my staff, and try to keep an upbeat attitude. It's like everybody's going through some stress, and my goal was right off the bat to be like, make the place of work like the least stressful point in their day, so all the other stresses that are going on, it's like if they could actually come to work and have that be a refuge, and then not to say I was successful with that every day, but that was the goal.
So how do you like the new reconfiguration of Moody Street now?
Oh, this is fantastic. I mean, I feel like it's like summers in New England are so short, and it's like they just almost pass like a daydream. And from the moment it's nice out, all you can think about is being somewhere where there's either water or dining outside. And you just imagine like sitting out on one of these like great looking patios and having a glass of rosé with some dinner. Like it's just, once the sun goes down and it cools off a little bit and there's like a little breeze, it's just, it's unbelievable. I think, and when I pulled up, I was coming like down Moody Street this way, and I just looked at it, and everybody was kind of on their ladders and hanging up lights and putting up the umbrellas, and I just couldn't even believe it. It just looked so great, Yeah, just looked like it had meant to be.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for taking time today to letting people know about how things have been impacted.
You see people walking their dogs by.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. It's great. What I really love is walking down the middle of Moody Street.
Yeah. No one's honking at you.
Right.
An ice cream cone and just kind of like bump into people. It's fantastic. And I've had people reaching out, like from all over the place that are just like, oh, I want to take pictures, and we're going to send it to our town and see if we can do the same thing. And I think Winchester's doing something similar, and it's like I think all the towns, it's like there's probably a street in every town center where there isn't like exactly a ton going on traffic wise. I know there's some people that are probably upset about driving the long way around, but it's not like it's that long. It's
just give it a new route.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody should do this. It's cool.
Great. Well, thank you very much again, David, and it's so nice to have you here on Moody Street.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for.